me.
For the next topic, we're gonna make this super brief, but they did showcase Halo Infinite's multiplayer out there. They gave like a tech preview or something like that. You know, my quick synopsis of it, like it didn't look like anything spectacular. It didn't wow me. It looked like nothing new. The only cool thing that I saw was the little grappling hook or whatever that you could use to kind of traverse or grab items so that they were coming to you instead of you going to it. But other than that, I saw nothing special about this. It didn't like, ooh, I can't wait to play the multiplayer. You know what I mean? It's like almost like, so what, you know, for me. But that's how I felt about it. How'd you feel about it?
Somewhat similar. I will say this: like, if you love Halo, then I think you're going to be excited by this because it's more
of what you've been
more
playing.
Halo.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't anything there to draw someone like me who, you know, may be tired of Halo and might want something new and different. So for me, it didn't really draw me in. To me, it just felt like it got more twitchy. So now, like, I have this thing to deal with, Like, I have a grappling hook I can use now. Just more things to worry about and more things to twitch and react to. That turns me off even more.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, and on top of that, I just wasn't too impressed really by how it looked. It just looked like Halo to me.
But I mean, before we saw that, you know, they went from shit graphics to okay graphics.
Yeah, it's okay
So-
graphics, and I'm sure this will be in 4K, 60 FPS on Xbox Series X, and it'll be clear and crisp, but it doesn't really look like anything new. I'm still looking forward to seeing how the campaign comes out. Like, the multiplayer aspect I was interested in. I think it's cool that they're showing it off. There are people playing it right now, pros testing it, playing it. And yeah, it looks like Halo. If Halo excites you, then this probably excited you. But it just looked like it got more complex and harder for someone like me to try to get into.
Yeah,
know?
it seemed like they were so forthcoming and willing to show you the stuff from the multiplayer because it's free. How you
Yeah.
gonna really complain? And
Right.
then we don't have to make it that pretty because you're not gonna be focused
Right.
on how shit
100%.
looks. You're gonna be
You're
trying
right.
to kill stuff.
Yeah,
you know what
it's
I mean?
free.
But
So
I
it's hard to
just-
complain when it's free. You're just like, cool, more Halo. But to be
Yeah.
honest, it's like we were hoping this is that next gen leap. This is your new next gen like game. Even though this runs on the series, like some of the footage they showed was an Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's always the struggle for me. This goes back to when we were talking long ago about the Series S being a bottleneck
Right.
for the X. If you're trying to go back to the Xbox One, that's a major bottleneck. You're never going to get something that could next gen,
Yeah.
you know? And so it's a bummer.
I